Welcome, everybody. Welcome back to the Two Dumb Yinzers. This is episode 63. Happy Friday the 13th. How you doing today, Mike?
Oh, I'm doing great. A little sick last night, a little dehydrated, drink a whole bottle of Pedialyte, and I'm ready to go. Let's do this.
What I tell you about going out and doing that middle of the week partying?
I wish it was the middle of the week partying. Believe me. Whew. That stomach bug
Diarrhea?
has been. Oh, it was gross. It was disgusting. My butthole's on fire.
Did you throw up at all?
No, God, no. I would rather have had that.
Yeah.
Believe me. Oh, luckily,
Huh.
we had Pedialyte in the house and stole it from the kid. What he doesn't know won't hurt him. I'm good to go.
That works.
Mm-hmm.
Got a
Nothing.
lot going on. We got a lot going on today, Mike. This is traditionally it's Weird News Friday.
Yes.
We're going to do. However, we also have a lot of things going on up in Pittsburgh tonight. Pittsburgh is going to be lit.
Yes.
First and foremost, we got the Penguin game.
Yes, game 6. Let's do it, boys. Let's do it.
Game 6. They have Black and Gold Day down at Market Square today. 12 o'clock. As soon as our show's over, head over to Market Square. They have the Penguins playoff rally. So get down there. There's going to be a lot of people. Go support the team,
Fuck it.
So
leave work early. Be like, screw you. I got to support the Pens.
Yeah, make it a long weekend. Get down there. Get down to Market Square. Take your towel. Get your Penguin gear on.
Yes.
Head down, get out and join everybody. Big game. This is a big game. We could shut these Rangers out tonight. And you know what? After what was pulled last week from Jacob Trouba, we are due to kick their asses.
Oh yeah. We
don't let them come back to Pittsburgh and get another win to go back home. We got to beat these guys tonight.
Yes, and win it for Sid. Get the W. Get out of town.
Yeah.
And, get on the right side of the handshake line. Get ready for the next round.
Absolutely, man. New York Post reports Jacob Trouba will not face disciplinary actions for his hit on Crosby the other night.
Yeah, it sounds about right.
Yeah, does it really surprise you? I mean,
no. Let's just take the head off of one of the 5 greatest players of all time, and it's some scrub that no one will ever remember skates away scot-free. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
This really needs to be addressed a lot better in hockey for just for the league to keep growing and moving forward.
Yeah.
It's such a shitty thing, man. I think that, like you said, the guy just places blatantly terrible hit on one of the best players in the world, and now the guy that got hit is home, and the guy that made the dirty hit is playing tonight.
Yeah, and I guarantee you, if any of the Penguins hit him in any way that's seen as retaliatory, they will get a penalty, probably kicked out of the game and suspended.
Yes,
which the league is a joke. It's a joke.
There's definitely some things that could be changed. No two ways about that. I think a lot of people would agree on that. Do you have any predictions, Mike? Do you have any predictions for tonight's game?
Let's go Penguins 2-1. I think they're gonna play a tight, solid defensive game. They're gonna rally around Domingue, make sure play tight D and make sure all the shots come from outside. And I think Gensel gets the game winner. That's what I'm going with. Yeah.
I'm going to go with the 5-1 or 5. Or I'm sorry, about 5-2. I'm going to go with the 5-2 Penguins victory. We win the night. Do the ceremonial handshake. I think we're going to go out there kick their asses. I think our crowd is going to kick their asses. I think the players are going to come out fired up. They're going to be, scooting around that ice like nobody's business. I say we kick their ass tonight and send them Rangers back home.
Yes, let's do it. Like, shut those little fuckers up, and Trouba, get his ass out of Pittsburgh, out of the fucking playoffs. Let's fuck them.
They were so high and mighty. They came into the game, having a good, successful season against us this year.
Mm-hmm.
They won early in the series. They were feeling really good about themselves. They thought this was going to be a cakewalk against the Penguins, and it ends up that it's anything but that. And like I said, if these guys come out tonight playing the way that they should play after their captain gets hurt the way that he did, watch out, Rangers.
Yeah, and whenever you leave a you hurt Sid, and then okay, now you have Gino. Gino's going to be pissed, and a pissed off Gino is a scary thing to watch. It's a thing of beauty. It's great for us, terrible for them, and hopefully Gino just says, "Fuck it." You take Sid out, you still have to deal with me. Good luck.
I am score.
Oh God.
The Pittsburgh Pirates the Pittsburgh Pirates lose last night. I'm sorry. The Pittsburgh Pirates lose
4-0.
4-0 to the Reds. The Pirates are 13-18. The Reds are 8-24.
That sounds about right for your Buccos.
Game 2 for the Reds Pirates today, 6:35. So we have the black and gold rally at Market Square today at noon. You have the Pirates at 6:35 against the Reds. And also Penguin game 6 tonight. So Pittsburgh's going to be lit. If you have to get downtown for anything, leave early. Make sure you have time to do such, because it is going to be a packed crazy house down there.
Yeah. With all 5 people going to the Pirate game, it's going to cause traffic issues.
I got to make a correction on yesterday. My Wheeling Nailers app, I haven't updated it. So apparently I was about 3 games behind.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, they actually got knocked out of the playoffs last night by the Toledo Walleyes. They got swept. They lost 3-1. And I do apologize. Like I said, I haven't been following it real close. I just been following what I've seen on my app. And apparently the app hasn't updated. So
that's dirty. Why would you have to update it during the middle of the flipping playoffs? I'm blaming the Nailers.
I stopped paying attention to it for a while, and I just didn't realize that it needed updated, but I do apologize about that. So anybody that's listening to our show, it's a Nailers fan, probably already knew that I was incorrect. Yeah. But we still have the Penguins, guys. So before we switch over, Mike, we got a big piece of information to come out yesterday.
Ooh.
The NFL releases the schedule for the teams, and the Pittsburgh Steelers schedule has been released.
All right. I was sick. Anything good?
There's a lot good, yes. We start off at Cincinnati.
Ooh, I like it.
Yeah, the NFL, they really know how to paint a beautiful picture for that first week. They always take these teams that should be belong. You got the team from the AFC North that was just in the Super Bowl against the Pittsburgh Steelers. So obviously that's going to be a big game. And it's at Cincinnati. So that's going to be a good test to start out the season.
Yeah, especially I can't wait to see who's going to start for us on that one. Like, will it be Kenny Pickett getting his first start on the road against the division rival, or will be Trubisky getting, his start with the Steelers against the division rival, and it's going to see how his career takes off after that.
Any way you slice it, it should be a hell of a game. We made enough adjustments in the offseason because we got beat by Cincinnati twice last year.
Oh yeah, handedly.
So hopefully we could, either tighten that margin or win that football game, which I don't think that they're good, but we are the Steelers, and we do know how to play the Bengals. And if anybody could win that game, it could be us. So Cincinnati at Cincinnati, week 1. Yeah. Week 2, Mike. Week 2, the home opener. We got the New England Patriots coming to town.
No Tom Brady. It doesn't feel the same anymore, does it?
It doesn't. But my big question is, it's going to be mid-September, hot still. Weather hasn't gone downward. Does Bill Belichick still wear the sweatshirt?
I think he'll cut the sleeves off all the way up here.
That's the one he's going to go with?
That's the one he's going to go with. And no undershirt either.
The cut sleeves, mustard stain, no undershirt.
No undershirt. You'll go like this. You'll see his hair flying out, clumps of deodorant flying out. That's what I'm going with. It's going to be a thing of beauty.
I hate you.
People love me.
So New England, I think we're going to win that game. If we lose this game, listen, if we go out and lose at Cincinnati and then come home to lose New England, it doesn't get much easier, and you'll see why. The next game is going to be at Cleveland, which usually is a cake game for us, but A lot of things been happening in that organization up there, and who knows? It's not going to be it's not going to be an easy game.
No, I think we win that one.
We win at Cleveland.
Yeah. Then we got the Jets.
And then we're at home. We're back home against the Jets.
We definitely better win that game. My God, the Jets are terrible.
The Jets fall in that category of games that we play down to the competition for me. And at that point, whether we're 3-0, 2-1, 1-2, 0-3, 0-3, I'm sorry, we got to beware of that Jets game. That Jets game, I can see it just being one of them ridiculous games that, we could be either red hot going into it, and it just turns into one of them games where we play down to the level of our competition.
Yeah. So
the Jets game, that kind of scares me. And from there, don't get easier. Let me keep going. Yep. Then we travel up to Buffalo.
Yep.
Buffalo's going to be they're going to be
tough.
They're going to be hot this year because they thought that was their year last year.
Yeah.
And it could have very well been. It was a great game in the playoffs between them and Buffalo, or them and Cincinnati. I'm sorry. So you got to watch for Buffalo. So first 5 games, you got Cincy on the road, Cleveland on the road, Buffalo on the road, and then New England and the Jets at home. So, you can't sleep on these first 5 games.
No. Well, then look who's up next.
Exactly. So then we got Tom Brady coming to town.
Yes. One more chance for Tom Brady to embarrass the Steelers. I think the Buccaneers lay the whooping on the Pittsburgh Steelers. I think it's going to be a shellacking.
Do you really?
Oh yeah. That team is still so good.
Right.
Yeah. It's going to be a bloodbath.
You remember the game back in 2003 when Tampa Bay was tough? They may have lost one game at a time, and they were supposed to come up here and steamroll us.
Yeah. And
we ended up beating them 17-7.
Yep.
There's just something about the Buccaneers. I'm never really afraid of that team. But that team didn't have Tom Brady.
That team didn't have Tom Brady, yeah.
So there we are. We're sitting at game 6 already. And I think that one of the games would be considered a cakewalk, but those are the kind of games you got to watch out for if you're a Steeler fan. So first 6 games, tough right out the cut.
Yeah.
Now we're on a 2-game road trip. We travel down to Miami, who has, they built that team up a little bit down there. I don't see this team being a team that beats us, but they have a lot of things going on. And they brought in the gentleman from the Chiefs. I can't right off the top of my name.
Tyreek Hill.
And they did a couple other things, and they got had a decent draft. So Miami's going to be.
I just don't. Tua does nothing for me.
No, right. No, I think our defense is going to make him look silly. To be honest.
I think they're gonna. That should be a easy dubs, boys. Easy dubs right there.
Now this next one, Mike, at Philadelphia. Philadelphia is not a team that we have a lot of success against.
No.
Not because they're really good, not for any reason other than just not being good against Philadelphia. We don't ever really kick this team's ass.
No.
And games tend to be close, or, we lose these games. So, Philadelphia's.
It's I think this, and it's at Philly. Ooh. Well, yeah. That's a toss up right there. It's going to be a close. I think it's going to be a close game either way. But I'm leaning towards the Eagles. I'm leaning towards the Eagles on that one. Just being, going through. I hate using history to say, oh, we haven't beat them in so long, so therefore we can never do it. Different teams, different players, and all that. But I still say, it's going to be a tough game. But I'm leaning towards the Eagles on that one right now. Just looking at the way things are.
Okay. And then we finally, week 9, we have a bye week. Week 9, after 2 games on the road, we get to get rest up, get healthy, and get ready for the Saints. We have the Saints.
I just talk about that bye week. I think that's at the perfect time of the year, right there.
It's smack dab right in the middle of the season. You really can't beat it. Yeah. It's
perfect. I love it.
Absolutely. And then we get ready to come home and play the Saints, which I'm not sure what the hell the Saints really even have going on. There's so much shit in the past 2 years that really happened down there. People come and go, and I can't even begin to think who the hell is there and who's not there.
I can't even remember who their quarterback is now. I can't remember.
Jameis Winston, maybe.
Oh yeah, that's right. He resigned. Yeah, because people were wanting him to come to Pittsburgh. I would have rather have had Winston than Trubisky, but that's going to be a fun game. I like watching Winston play. When he's on, he's very entertaining, very fun to watch.
The Saints are usually a pretty tough game for us, just over the years. And like you said, I mean, you try not to look at history and things like that going into a game. However, the Saints have been, generally tough. But the one thing I noticed, we'd be going down there, having a lot of problems with them in the dome. We're playing them up here.
Yeah.
Starting a little bit of a weather change that time of year. I think that plays to our advantage, and I think we beat the Saints. Then the Bengals come to town. The first game of the season's opponent. They come back in week 11. The Bengals come to Pittsburgh. It's a
primetime game as well, too.
Yes. It has potential. This game has potential to be an amazing game. Like I said, just all depending on what the Steelers can do with what they did in the offseason moving forward.
Yeah.
And with what the Bengals do moving forward. So that, like Mike said, is a primetime game.
Yeah.
Week 11, Bengals come to Pittsburgh.
And there could be, depending on how things go, like you said, this game, there could be a lot riding on the outcome of this game. Playoff seedings and everything. Big implications for our first that's our second primetime game of the year. I didn't realize the Dolphins was a primetime. That's going to be a huge game. I can't wait.
We got 3, correct? We have a Thursday, a Monday, and a Sunday. If I'm not
Dolphins
mistaken.
game is a 8:20. This one's an 8:20. The game coming up that we're about to talk about against the Colts is an 8:15.
So we have after that Bengals game, which here's the thing. The game's so important because if it comes down to playoffs and just being a game, a half game, game difference, we play this game and they're out of the way now. So if we lose both of those games,
that's tough. You can't make up that ground.
We can't make up that ground. So that game is going to be huge. It's going to be huge. Like Mike was talking about, the next team we play is in week 12. Is the Indianapolis Colts. They come to Pittsburgh, and I'm sorry, we go there. We go there, Indianapolis, and play the Colts. They're probably the best team out of that division, correct?
I forget who's all in that division.
Jacksonville, Houston, and Tennessee.
Yeah, I'd have them and Tennessee are the top 2 out of there. And they just missed the playoffs last year. They got embarrassed by the Jaguars at the end. Quarterback change. They brought in Matt Ryan. This game is going to be a competitive game because Colts they got their running back came out of Wisconsin a couple years ago.
Yes,
the name is blanking me. He's a beast. It's going to be a fun game.
The Colts are a team to me that just doesn't seem to have their shit together. Yeah, you bring in Matt Ryan. Yeah, you got this running back. Yeah, you have some things going on for you. However, they just don't seem to me to be a team that really has their shit together and is ready for a nice playoff run.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna say that they're not ready for the playoffs because, like you said, they just missed last year. If you beat the Jaguars, it's a whole different story. But a team that loses to the Jaguars, like we did 5 or 6 years ago, you just don't come off as a team that appears to be ready.
Yeah, but that this Jacksonville team they lost to that was their second one of the year. The Jacksonville we lost to, was a playoff game, and that team had one of the best defenses around at the time. They had Jalen Ramsey before he ended up going to the Rams and stuff. So hey,
that was a tough defense, man.
Oh, it's one of the best defenses. Oh, it was great.
I forget what the fellow on the opposite side of Jalen Ramsey was. What his name, but he was another elite corner.
Oh yeah, they had 2 lockdown corners. Their linebackers and D-line was amazing, but
Miles Jack, I think Paul Posluszny was just finishing up his career right around that time.
Yeah, that's what happens when when the Khan family runs your team or runs your organization, they just run it into the ground. That was my backhand.
That's my Atlanta. We go to play the.
That's why I bet AEW. Fuck AEW. Fuck AEW.
And we traveled to Atlanta to play the Dirty Birds. The Dirty Birds. Man. What are your feelings about the Dirty Birds?
Oh, talk about an organization that has fallen on hard times. They are. Yeah, that team is not that good. We should. If we don't steamroll them, there's something wrong.
Right.
It's like them and they're bad. They do have this. Oh my God, their tight end. He was a rookie last year. He was just edged out of Freiermuth with a little bit better stats. Dude's a beast. Oh, Kyle
You know, the
Pitts, I
thing
think his
is,
name is Pitts. Yeah, Pitts. He's a beast. It's going to be fun to watch him play.
yeah, it's gonna be I think we win that game hands down unless something dramatically crazy happens between
Yeah.
now and then, which we still have 6 months here. So, but
Oh,
I
yeah.
feel like
A
our
lot can
chances,
change.
yes, for sure. Then game one against
Game
the
one.
hated Ravens, the Stinky Birds. We had the Dirty Birds last week. We come home to play the Stinky Birds, the Rat Birds, the Shit Birds. Always a big game. There's no way that
Yes.
you can even place a prediction, especially 6 months out, because you know the game that this is going to be. It's going to be the same kind of game every Ravens game I've ever watched with the Steelers went, and that's not going to change. It's going to have a lot of great things. It's going to have Lamar Jackson. It's going to have TJ Watt. It's going to have the shitbird uniforms. It's going to have the black and gold. Fortunately, this time is going to be at home. Maybe we could use that to our advantage. But like I said, once you say the game, the Steelers versus the Ravens, there really is not much more that needs to be said, especially at this point. You know what kind of game we're going to be seeing there in week 14.
You throw the records out in that game. Both teams could come in winless, and it's still going to be one of the most competitive games you see all year.
Yeah. Can't wait. I always can't wait for that game. That's one of the ones that I definitely get nervous for.
Oh, yeah.
And then you get so excited because you want to kick these guys' ass so bad. And then that game starts, man, and then them fucking them butterflies, they sure take over at that point,
Well, Carolina Panthers. Then we go down to the Carolina Panthers.
We then travel down to Carolina.
Yes. Good old Sam Darnold. There's a quarterback that does not strike fear in me, but Christian McCaffrey, he strikes fear in me. One of the best running backs in the league. Maybe at this point in the year, their rookie quarterback Matt Carroll, who they picked up in the 3rd round, might be starting at that point, depending on how things go. So that this game, it's another one we should win, but it's going to be interesting to see what their roster is going to look like at this point.
Absolutely. Like you said, they don't have a lot going on. I'm not really afraid of this team. I think Sam Darnold, in my opinion, he is going to win some games for Carolina. I think the problem is a lot further than a quarterback. They have a lot of holes to fill. But you are right. Christian McCaffrey is he's an elite running back. The kid could run. He's fast. He's strong. He does everything. He catches out of the backfield.
Yep.
You got to watch him. One big play by him is a game changer. Say you're up, 17-13 in the 3rd, 4th quarter. He touches the ball, that score could change pretty quick. So you got to watch out for McCaffrey. But again, there's nothing really about this Panther team that scares me.
Nah. Outside of him, nah.
Yeah, as long as you have it in your game plan that he's going to be touching the ball a lot and you're going to prepare for that, then I think we're going to be fine.
Yep.
Now this next game, Mike, is there something interesting going on?
Yes.
This is the 50-year anniversary for the Immaculate Reception, and kudos to the NFL for putting their fucking brains to use, because on Christmas Eve we play the Raiders, which is to commemorate the Immaculate Reception. Of course, was caught by Franco Harris back 50 years ago, and here at home. Three River Stadium, across the parking lot, of course. However, the Raiders at home, 50 years. This game is big for Steeler fans.
Oh, it's an 8:15 start on the NFL Network. These Yinzer fans are going to be drinking all day, getting psyched up for this game. That crowd is going to be insane. Insane. That stadium is going to be shaking. I can't wait for this one. When I woke up this morning and I saw that was like one of the things, like one of the big news items out of the schedule reveal, I was like, I'm pumped now. I can't wait. I can't wait to watch that one because I hate the Raiders. I hate Al Davis. I hate his idiot son with that stupid haircut. I hate their quarterback, Derek Carr. He just looks like a goober. I can't wait. I can't wait.
He's a Raider. I don't care what anybody says. That guy's a Raider. He's a Raider to me. Whenever there's all this talk in the offseason about him going to other places, I thought, know what, Derek Carr, he comes off as a Raider.
Yeah. Yeah, I never saw him going anywhere else.
Right.
I just watching him
to do anything, it's going to be in Las Vegas.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? He's still a good quarterback. I just I'm just glad he's a Raider, not a Steeler.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah,
just never a fan.
I wasn't big on the talk about him coming here either during the
Not
offseason.
me either. I mean, he'd be an upgrade over what we have now, but I just don't want him.
I could do without Core. Now we're down to the last two games, potentially the most two important games of the year. Let me go back 1 second. We win 3 games all season. One of them is the Raiders. I'll be fine with that. Because like I said, for 50 years, you want to win that game.
Yeah, that's like the only game that I really care about this year.
So then we got the 2 most important games of the year coming up. We go to Baltimore.
Yes.
Which is always tough, but we end out winning that game a lot of times in Baltimore. I don't know how, I don't know why that works that way, but we do win a lot in Baltimore.
It seems like when we split, it's like the Ravens win in Pittsburgh and we win in Baltimore.
Absolutely.
When it should be the other way around for these two teams. It's just you just have a way of pissing.
17 to 16, we lose in Pittsburgh and then we win 12-9 in Baltimore.
Yeah, it never fails. It's that's perfect for those two teams because they always want to piss off each other's fan base, and that's perfect for it. And this is a New Year's, so we got Christmas Eve and then New Year's Day.
Yes, yes, I love New Year's Day games. Whether they have an NFL logo, whether they have a college football logo, any football on New Year's Day is good football to me.
Oh, nothing like watching football hungover.
Yes. And that game could be one of the most important games of the year. We could very well be tied or within a game or something with the Ravens at that point. So 2 games left in a year. That game has potential to be one of the biggest games of the year.
Yeah, I can't wait. Like those Steeler Raven games, like I said, it's 2 of the best games you're going to watch all year long.
You know what? And they automatically turn into instant classics. You know what I mean? Those games always turn into an instant classic.
Yep.
Every time.
The AB doing the reach. I still remember that. That was still one of the best plays.
Yes.
I love it. And
what
then
did they call that? That was the
immaculate extension.
Extension. Yes, the immaculate extension.
Yeah, you know what else they call the immaculate extension? Oh yeah.
What's that?
Oh yeah.
Oh. So then now we have the other tradition. For some reason, we tend to always start the season on the road, and that's the case again with Cincinnati this year. The other tradition is finishing up at home against the Browns. How more boring of a schedule, you know what I mean? I don't mind playing the Browns the last game. I don't mind playing the Browns the last game at home, but at some point, switch it up.
Like I like the last game against a divisional opponent. Just it adds that more excitement to it.
I like that Ravens game to be last. I
do too. That would be. Yeah, but I do like the Ravens game on New Year's Day, so I'll happily take the Browns the last game of the year. Hopefully, at that point, the game won't mean anything. We can, rust starters.
Yeah, I mean, that used to be the case. We'd always get the Browns the last game of the year, and we would be able to rust our starters. But the Browns have been, like I said, doing a little work to their team, and we'll see if that's the case this year.
Yeah, but I'm just looking at the schedule. I'm still holding out at 18 games now, or 17 games. Let me do the math. 10-7, 9-8. That's where I'm holding.
I like 11-6. I'm going to go with 11-6.
Ooh.
I do. I think we're gonna have a good year. I really do. I mean, we weren't a bad team. We were a pretty decent team with, Ben was just a shell of his former self. And, I'm not saying that Trubisky and Pickett are going to come up and do anything amazing. I'm just saying that we have a pretty damn good team and we can win some football games. The games that in my opinion, this is a mid-power schedule. They have us right in the middle. We're tied with like Buffalo and another team for like in the middle of the pack for toughness of schedules. I think we got some, we're going to win some football games this year. If we can win the games that we're supposed to win, I think we're going to have a pretty good year.
Yeah. I don't know. I think I'm being optimistic saying 10-7, 9-8, but we'll see. I can't wait. A month from today, the first preseason game starts, or 3 months from today.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
90 days.
Ooh.
Real quick before we switch over, because we do have our Weird News Friday. I have a crush on somebody.
Who?
Somebody famous. It's on TV. I am absolutely in love with Liv Morgan from the WWE.
Isn't she just like the cutest?
She is. And she looks like Harley Quinn a little bit.
Yeah.
There's just something about her. I
Yeah.
don't know. She's cute, but she has like that potential to be bad. She's
Yeah.
a wrestler, so she's tough. She lives with Bo Diddley. What's Bray Wyatt's brother's name? Bo Dallas.
I have no idea.
So her and Bo Dallas live in they live on a farm actually.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So I'm right now I'm presently training to kick Bo Dallas's ass.
Good luck with that. I'll have the ambulance ready on standby.
Yeah, because Bray Wyatt might be there, Mike Rotunda might be there, all the family. So
yeah, the whole Wyatt family would be there.
I'm
the whole
preparing
Wyndhams
for that. Yeah. But I developed this crush on Liv Morgan. I just love her.
Is she? I very rarely watch wrestling anymore, but I'd follow along on Twitter and stuff, and just seeing her and Rhea Ripley, I'm like, who's this little one? She's so cute. And yeah. If you don't have a crush on her, there's something wrong with you. I don't care who you are, man,
and
woman.
Alexa Bliss just come back. Yes. Now she looks similar to Liv Morgan.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I like them both.
Yeah, Alexa Bliss just got married, so you have to fight someone else now too.
It's going to be a battle, man. It's going to be
good luck.
A battle royal.
I'll be sitting there with a beer watching you getting your ass kicked. I'll record it for the show.
I'll come out and smash over there with a chair. I'm like, what's this guy doing? What is he doing?
Oh, they'd break you.
They would break me. She'd probably break me. You know what I mean?
And that's okay. I'd allow that.
A dreadlock artist in California. A dreadlock artist. A woman had surgery to get her tongue split. You see this?
Yeah.
Now this girl, she's a dreadlock artist. She does people's dreads. I seen in a picture of her. She has her dreads like in different shapes and things like that. So okay, so she had surgery to get her tongue split, like you see a lot of these people do.
Yeah.
And the story was, she drinks 2 different kind of drinks at one time with her tongue. She drank Sprite and water, and she said it was so weird. It made her brain feel weird.
Take me a second to process. So she's using her tongue like she's a cat and lapping up the different drinks.
Yeah, like one side of her tongue is drinking up the Sprite, the other side is drinking up the water. And she said it is so bizarre. She said it is so bizarre, who's somewhat bizarre herself, that it makes her brain feel weird.
I kind of want to now get like a glass of Sprite, glass of water, and it's 2 straws, suck it down, see what happens.
And that's what somebody put in a comment. They put something similar to that. However, it wouldn't be the same because you're still getting it in there on your whole tongue, where she
she just has it on the each side,
just tasting.
Yeah, that's weird. Yeah, because wow. Now I kind of want to get my tongue split just to try this out.
You should do it. I bet you Stickman Slick could do it whenever he does your tattoo.
Once again. Well, at least this time I volunteered myself.
Hey, it's getting better. We have you getting a tattoo, your tongue split on Stickman Slick's back porch while wearing a beanie with a propeller, arm floaties, and an inner tube.
Inner tube, yeah.
So as the show goes on, we're going to keep adding to that. And like I said, this is going to be an amazing bit. I can't wait to get this and put it on the show because I want to.
Yep. Me too. I can't wait.
19-year-old Florida woman. She fled from the police. She took off. Okay. They got her on a car chase. They finally catch her. They asked her, why did you run? Because she wanted to cross off getting arrested off her bucket list.
I like it. How old was she?
19.
A little young to start that, but hey, you've got to, if it's on the list, if you can get it off early, get it off early, You start with the simplest task and then build up to the more complex one. That's, I give her a lot of credit. People want to talk a lot of shit on the youth today. She showed initiative She just took the bull by the horns and went out there and did it. I tip my cap to her.
Yeah, no, like you said, it is kind
There's
of
easier
early.
ways to get arrested, but let's add reckless driving, fleeing police officers, get a bunch of felonies. So fuck yeah.
Right. Oh, hey, she knocked getting a felony off too, you know?
Hey, that's look at the efficiency. She took initiative and she was also efficient. That's just
Yeah.
beautiful. I,
They say these, they say these kids are dumb. I don't believe it.
I don't either. Gen Z ain't fucking around.
Yes. And like you said, I mean, geez, oh man, 19 years old. Unless, I mean, this was something that she just said. However, who the hell's thinking of a bucket list when you're 19?
Right? Unless she has like some type of terminal illness. That's the only reason I would be doing that at 19.
Yeah. Which she didn't really, that wasn't reported. So I'm not real
But
sure, but nonetheless, interesting story.
You know what? She is from Florida, so that tracks. They do stupid shit down in Florida.
Yes. Before I go on, do you have any strange stories on tap?
Oh God, no. I was
okay.
I was pooping out 18 pounds of body weight last night, so I'm good.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't stepping on your feet.
No. You came prepared. I came dead. So we got this.
Illinois man was getting his tooth filled at the dentist office. All right.
Mm-hmm.
When he was getting his tooth filled, the dentist told him he swallowed the drill bit. The dentist told the guy who was, he was working on the guy halfway through the procedure, you swallowed the drill bit.
That's a nice way of saying, hey, I fucked up and dropped the drill bit down your throat.
Which he later had to go get surgically removed.
Ooh.
So to me, the dentist should have said, how much you want me to write this check out for?
Yeah. You're paying. Oh, I'm taking that dentist. No, I'm suing him for everything that I can. I just throw. Yep. Finding me a lawyer who can just, hey, what can we get him on? Let's take him to court, see what we can get.
What's wrong with
that's negligence right there.
Absolutely. I mean, what's wrong with doctors and dentists and people like that these days? I mean, there's so many crazy stories. What's going on? I mean,
just remember,
crying out loud. The thing is, yes, shit happens, but he dropped a drill bit down the guy's fucking throat.
And then tried to say
swallow. You're in his fucking mouth with the drill bit, and it went down his throat. There's no swallow about that. That's your fault.
It's your fault. I'd be going after him. I'd be going after the manufacturer of the instrument. I'd be no.
Because this don't happen all the time. You can't say, oh, you swallowed it, because that happens. It don't happen.
No.
This is one of the things that you would think dentists should be very, very careful about, is something not flying down their throat, considering that you're working in their mouth with metal, sharp pieces, things like that.
Yeah. It's like, even like if, I've had like work done and you could feel like a piece of like your tooth fall out, and they hurry up and they just jab at it real quick to get it out. So you don't swallow it. So you don't choke on it. So this guy was just like a fucking moron. Of course, what they say, what do you call a person who finished last in med school? Call him doctor. So sure, the same thing applies to the dentist as well. Finish last, you're still a doctor, still a dentist.
Yeah. And I mean, come on, that's just like leaving a utensil in somebody's, chest cavity when you do work in it. This is why this is why we trust you, because you went to school for 20 years to be a doctor. So these kind of things don't happen. I could do that.
I can make sure my drill bit doesn't fall off.
Mike, come over, let me work on your fucking teeth. It could, because this dude dropped a drill bit down the guy's throat. That's something that somebody with no idea what they're doing might do. So why don't you just let somebody that work on your teeth? It's crazy to me that somebody with this much experience and this much education and training would allow something like this to happen.
See, I know you. I'd rather let your dummy work on my teeth.
Oh, I'd teabag the shit out of you, man. I'd give you the laughing gas to kind of get you yeah. And all of a sudden my egg bag will be right on your forehead.
Are you gonna dress me up as Liv Morgan first?
No,
Well,
no. I
then that's a deal breaker. No,
don't
no,
ever say
then.
anything. Don't ever badmouth Liv Morgan ever again. New no, North Carolina, back to the Carolinas. Boy, is there a lot of crazy shit that happens
Oh
in the
yeah.
Carolina. Dog owners dumped dog at the shelter because they said it might be gay. Apparently, this dog was humping a male dog, and the dog's a male, and the owners took it to the shelter and dropped it off because it might be gay.
That to me, there's a lot going on there. That like speaks to their insecurity themselves.
Right.
Yeah, like they probably got off. The dude probably got off like, oh yeah, my dog's doing what I secretly want to do, but I can't. And then he felt shame, so he had to get rid of the dog. Or he was mad that the dog was humping another dog and not licking the peanut butter off his junk. That's what I'm going with.
That was my first instinct. But you know what? That's probably one of the most racist, and I don't know if you call that, what is that, a phobic or whatever.
Homophobic.
But not only are you have a problem with somebody who's gay, you have a problem with a whole different species that's gay.
Right? You have a problem with the dog that's gay.
To the point where you take it and you get rid of it because of you know what I mean?
Yeah, that is just wild. I would, you know what? I'd love my gay dog. I'd give him like, the rainbow colored collar, little neckerchiefs. Oh yeah. The leash would be rainbow colored. We'd be hell yeah. I'd take him to Pride and everything. I'd be proud of my gay dog.
Yeah, I mean, I
like how like you have to be so insecure to even think that. That is just wild. And like dogs hump, animals hump.
They hump everything.
They hump everything. They get bored. They're like, hey, you want some? Nah, whatever. I'm sitting here. Let's go.
I mean, dogs hump people's legs, and which and people include men.
Yeah.
So every dog is potentially gay.
Yeah. I just don't get it.
What a dummy,
Well, yeah. Hey, it doesn't surprise me. It came from the Carolinas. That's all I'm gonna say.
That Carolina heat really must get to these people, man, because how freaking weird is that? You know what I mean?
It is hot down in the Carolinas. Oh, F that nonsense.
Shitting. People don't even, even if you fly down there and you're walking out of the plane into that little cave thing that you walk into when you get off an airplane, it is so fucking hot, and you don't even expect it to be that hot. But geez, oh man,
I drove down there to visit a buddy of mine, and I got out of the car. It was like instant sweat.
Yeah,
it was like 90% humidity. I'm like, this is ungodly.
Especially if you're not used to it, too. You know what I mean? You get out and your body's not acclimated yet. Mm-hmm. It hits you hard.
It's disgusting. That's why I never go south of the Mason-Dixon line.
There you go. Ecology professor theorizes that Loch Ness Monster may just be a whale's penis. That famous shot of the Loch Ness Monster that we've all seen. This ecology professor is theorizing that may just be a whale's penis.
Huh. How the fuck did the whale get there?
I don't know. I think that this ecology professor and that dentist from the other story probably went to the same college together.
That's what it sounds. They get their degree online. We go to one of those diploma mills.
Right.
A whale's penis. Just all flopping around.
Yeah. Or whether, I don't know what.
Why would the whale stick its dick out of the water like that? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Why would it do that?
I don't know. I mean, I'd probably stick my dick out of the water, but
I'm gonna go swimming now. I'm gonna stick my dick out of the water, see if it feels good.
I would stick my dick in the water.
Well, yeah, that's natural.
And then everything on the other side that's underwater might think that it's some kind of crazy monster from up here.
Yeah, and they was like, no, it's just some weirdo sticking his dick in the water.
And that or confuse it for a minnow.
Oh, is that how you get off now? You just let them nibble on the tip?
It is. It is. I have a funny story which didn't happen to me, which makes it not as funny. But a guy that I used to work with, he was kind of a nut, and he was talking about this time that he was swimming at a nearby river here. And when he jumped in, now bear with me because it sounds so fucking crazy and insane, but to know this guy, it very well could have happened just because he jumps in the water. And when he came up, his pants slid down and there was a fish on the end of his dick with his mouth.
I think,
again, do what you want with that. I wasn't there. I can't say for sure.
No, my man caught that fish, was pleasuring himself with that fish, and he got caught. And he had to explain real quick what happened.
Possibility too.
What happened?
Very good possibility.
No, it's not. Yeah. It's kind of like, the people who go to the ER. I don't know what happened. I tripped, I fell, and this banana was halfway up my ass.
Yeah, or like that time you went with the Coke can up your ass. Remember?
Told you that in confidence.
It was my Coke can. I was drinking it.
Yeah. You looked done with it. I was bored.
That's all that extra time that we hang out in the bathroom at down at the bar there, huh?
The show has gone off the rails.
But unfortunately, that is all I have as far as my my strange stories today.
I dropped the ball this week.
No, you're fine. We had a bunch of sports news, so I kind of shortcutted the strange story, which is fine. We're okay.
Yeah, we're good. Once again, you have to carry me through life. I'm used to that by now. It's pretty bad when you're the one who has your shit together.
No, you ain't lying.
Oh man, we're fucked.
You ain't fucking lying. Tomorrow night, guys, get down to West Virginia.
Yes.
Terrence Pub, 2341 Chapline Street, West Virginia, Wheeling, West Virginia, 26003. Put it in your GPS. Get down there. It is the Great Vibes and Road Life Tour. And Hit 'em Hard Music is going to be performing down there. You see, I have my Hit 'em Hard Music shirt on.
Yes, I saw that. I noticed that as soon as we got on. That's from the St. Patty's Day.
It is. Got the green for the St. Patrick's Day.
Yes, I like it.
These guys will be in West Virginia tomorrow. If you're around there or you want to make a trip, kind of do something out of the ordinary, take a trip down to West Virginia. Mm-hmm. Again, that is 2341 Chapline Street, Wheeling, West Virginia, 26003. It's going to be a good time. I'm not sure who's all going to be performing down there. However, every time that I've seen or heard these guys, they've been good no matter who's been there. So get down, make a night of it. Next week, Mike, we are 2 weeks away, 2 weeks and 2 days away from our big show down at Frank's Grill in Beaver Falls, where Mike and I will be hosting. We'll be hosting the Memorial Day Jump Off Show down at Frank's Grill, 1111 7th Avenue, Beaver Falls, Pennsylvania, 15010. We will be down there, and that is going to be 2 weeks and 2 days from today. How you feeling, Mike? You got butterflies yet?
Not yet.
Maybe this is why you're shitting yourself.
Probably it's because I'm subconsciously nervous that I am going to embarrass myself. But I am excited.
I think that you have to start writing your movement down, your movement history down on paper, so I could see what's going on. I could probably help you with your movement problems, but I'm going to have to know the details on the movement. So if you want to start writing, the time, the date, what kind they were, all that kind of stuff down, and then send it over to me. We'll get you all fixed up, man.
No, I'm good now. I'm good. I had some Pedialyte, I had some Imodium. I'm good to go. Everything worked itself out. I'll be fine.
You tell me, because if you have another movement today, you let me know, okay?
That's creepy. That's like serial killer creepy. Are you gonna wear my skin? Like we're gonna go to the show and it's just gonna be you and you're just gonna be holding my skin, using me as a puppet.
I tell you what, Mike, go ahead and entertain for a minute. Let me find the sheet that has all the performers on it. Okay.
Oh God, no, this is bad. We know what happened the last time Mike had to go solo. The show tanked. It was terrible. It's just bad. It's just bad. But hey, game 6 tonight, boys. Let's get the dub. Let's get the dub. I can't wait. I just, I'm thinking 2-1. I know I said that earlier, but I can just see the Penguins going off, like Ryan said. He's saying 5-2. I want to see them go like 7-0. Just blow them out like they did Washington that year. Just don't leave any chance. Don't leave any openings. Just put your foot on their throat. Just keep going. Because that's what the Rangers deserve. You're going to hurt our star player. And, the Penguins really aren't going to go out there and try and goon it up. So the only way they can get revenge is just by beating you. And that's what the Penguins do. Like I said last episode, they've had the most success of any team in the salary cap era playing the way that they play. And they're not going to change it for anyone. So, if they just go out, just play their game, I can see them just destroying the Rangers. So I'm going to update my prediction. It's going to be 7-1. 7-1. They're going to be so pissed. They're just going to go out there. They're going to play that good controlling hockey. They're going to keep the puck in the zone. They're going to cycle, and then just wear you down. And then next thing you know, boom, goal, boom, goal, boom, goal. That's all she wrote.
I think your dummy fucked around with my paperwork, man. To be honest, I had no idea how this piece of paper got way down at the bottom of the pile. There's no way that should be.
Well, my dummy heard you talking shit on my shit, so the one after you.
Live performances for the Memorial Day jump-off show down at Frank's Grill. We have 400 block GGA. These guys are good. They're real good. They bring great energy to the show. We've had them through here. We've seen them live. 400 block GGA. Good shit. Mutual Funds and Ernest Greer. Twan Green and Deech Wade. Those are 2 different acts. The next one is Izzo Daster. Pac Chico, who of course won the Fetty Wap competition. Yep. Reinvented Studios with the people at Splash Gang, Lil Bambino, Internally Twisted, and Luca the Real. Tempo FYF. He's a good kid. We had him through here.
Yes.
Cricket the Gift and Eric Hubbard.
Those guys were really good too. Yeah, they were at the last show. They were great.
Boss Man Ace. Barry Murray. Rolls. And LBR Trap. LBR
Trap's making it down all right. Be nice to see them again.
Yes, we had these guys. We did a couple interviews with them. We did a phone, and we also had them in the studio.
If I see them smoking anything, I'm staying far away.
I'm still high.
Right? I'm still messed up. I haven't been right since.
No, right. But that is right now. That is the list of entertainment that is going to be at the Memorial Day jump off. Now,
all
again,
right.
2 weeks from this weekend, this is down at Beaver Falls, down at Frank's Grill. It's the same location that they had the St. Patty's Day a couple months. So if you can get down, I know that already that a lot of people is going to be there. So come down, enjoy yourself, have some drinks, mingle, maybe meet somebody. But nonetheless, you want to get down there and watch these acts because they're all really good. As far as the ones I know, the ones that I don't know, the few that were added there at the end, I can't guess that they would be not good because I still haven't had a chance to check anyone out yet, but I'm just going to assume that they're at the show. They're going to be just as good as everyone else. And I can't wait. And I like going in. I'm not going to listen to them until we get to the show. I want to be surprised. And I know I'm going to be blown away. So I can't wait. I think I'm going to take the liberty of checking them out this evening. I do have a little bit extra time today, so I'm going to probably check those guys out just to get a little heads up. But I'm pretty excited. And this list, again, it will be growing more and more in the 2 weeks leading up to. So who knows who's going to be there? You might have somebody that's in your neighborhood, somebody that you may have heard rap before, or somebody brand new. So you want to get down, check out this show. It's going to be good stuff. That is at Frank's Grill in 2 weeks here. Also, Michael, why don't you go ahead and tell everybody about the website?
Website 2dumyinzers.com. You can I noticed yesterday we had a huge spike in viewership. I was surprised. Thank you. I was glad everyone stopped over. Every episode is available on there. We have all of our contact info. If you ever want to, need us to talk about something, you want to come on the show, talk, get a hold of one of us. My blog on there. I'm still working out the kinks on that one. I'm hoping by next week, every day I will have something on there, something different every day. We have the link to the merchandise store on there. We've had our first merchandise sales. So thank you to whoever bought those. You are the best. And yeah, that's the website, twodumbyinjers.com. Check it out.
Awesome. And everybody, you can check out this show all day long, any day you want. If you missed the live show this morning, our show will be posted on YouTube. All of our shows are posted on YouTube as well as our website. So you can always go back to one of those two places if you missed the show. Other than that, we all have our podcast is still up and running, going well. You could come over to Spotify, and there's a few other places, but Spotify seems to be my favorite, at least. But there is a list of everywhere that is on our Facebook page as well. So if you come over to our Facebook page, there's not really much that you can't find out there. There's a lot of information. So you can check out the podcast, check out the video show. Again, our show is live every day, Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. So you're going to continue to check us out. Also, we have the interview with Donovan Jeter next week. Next week, like we said yesterday, Jeter will be in next week because he had to prepare for minicamp, which is going into this weekend. So that's another thing going in Pittsburgh this weekend, Mike. A lot of stuff. And he will be in defensive lineman for Beaver Falls in Michigan, Michigan Wolverine. He is the undrafted free agent signing, one of the newest Steelers. So we're going to be talking to him next week. You're going to want to catch that. Also, can check out our catalog. Our catalog on Spotify has all 63 episodes from the very beginning to now. You could check out in the interviews. There's some amazing interviews on there. A lot of people that you may recognize their names, and I think you might find them, to be pretty interesting. And the interviews went really well. Yeah, so they are. If you're just in the car and you just want to listen, or you're just at work, you don't have time to watch us, you could always go back, pull up any of them shows. They're all detailed. They're all listed. They're all in order. You can go check out the descriptions and find any episode that you want to listen or that you would like to listen to. Other than that, Michael, I think that's going to be it for me for this week. I want to say, great job this week. We did this is our very first week where both of us were in there doing the live show. Mike, he didn't shit himself till the end of the week. So, that's good. That's good.
That's good. I was worried that, the whole week I would be nervous. So it was just the last day. So, it's a win. That's a win for the team.
You just keep me posted on your movements, and we'll, that'll be your blog. You blog about your movements every day.
No one wants to read about that. That is no.
I think we'd be surprised.
Yeah.
But anyway, we want to thank everybody for tuning in. Thank you so much. You really made this first week of the video show go very smoothly for us. We appreciate the support, the kind words, the feedback. It all matters. You all matter. We thank each and every one of you.
Yes, thank you so much for tuning in. We, like Ryan said, we appreciate it.
So get out there, put on your black and gold. You got a big weekend. We have a lot of stuff going on. Starts with the Penguins tonight, guys. Come on, let's bring this win home. Yes. Knock these Rangers out of the playoffs.
Yep.
Want to say thank you again. Thank you so much.
Yep.
And as for Mike and Ryan, we'll see you next week.